I want to show y'all this right quick while I get back to work. Ain't these camellias? Aren't they pretty? This when they bloom, y'all. My neighbors is blooming too. Y'all remember that ooh, excuse me, y'all. Y'all remember that plantation pink I showed y'all? It's just blooming back there, just blooming. She hadn't even noticed. Poor thing. Ain't got the sense of God gave her good. So, this phase of the video, I'm gonna go to showing y'all how I'm gonna wrap this. Now, I took the cage out from around it. See the cage here. I took it out from around it. You don't have to. But in some of these cases, I think it's just gonna be better if I take the cage out from around. Okay? And then really, I may, like I said, I'm just gonna kind of see how I'm gonna do, y'all. Because I may take two sheets and take one sheet and do two plants. That may be how I do. See how I think I'm gonna try to sneak this back around here? Try. So the cage is gonna kind of hold this sheet around these pepper stems for me. Be careful when you're putting this back, cause you don't want to break up all your little handiwork, all your little hard work you done put in. But some of it may get a little disturbed. It'll be okay. But you see the other one is over the ratchet, okay? And I'm gonna get that a little better. But I'm gonna continue on and kind of show y'all. See, I got one over them two too. But I'm just gonna go around and cover what I can cover. Do what I can do. Also, those sheets are a little thicker. These shears, I'm probably only gonna use one per plant. Like this here. These peppers here, it's gonna get one, but I'm probably gonna double or triple it up because they kind of long. Okay. Kind of gonna do the same thing. Try. Lord, it's like New York City. Okay, y'all. Can y'all kind of see how I was able to do? All of these, I'm not gonna take like this one. I don't think I'm gonna take the cage off of this one. So this one, what I'm gonna do is this is so small and so narrow that I'm just gonna go around this as many times as I can with each one. If you all are wondering what I'm using to wrap this stuff, these are basically shears. You know how you have curtains. This ain't the full curtain, this is the sheer. So you know, sometimes you open your curtain, you don't want people to look in, but you still want to be able to get a little light. See how they, let me show you. When I put my hand in there, see how you can see my hand. So these are thin, but they're long because they're curtains. So see how I wrap that several times? Several times. And it's all the way down to the ground. That's what I'm gonna do for those taller ones. Because like I said, all we're trying to do is keep those stems from freezing. That's all we're trying to do. We're not trying to do nothing special. I don't care nothing about if I lose the leaves on this, but it was too many little small limbs for me to be worried about cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting. I didn't worry about all that. So same thing. I'm gonna go around this as many times as it'll allow me. If you're wondering where I got these curtains from, I got them from an auction years ago. A hotel was going out of business and they were auctioning off everything in the hotel, from the furniture to the curtains. I mean everything. They was auctioning off the artwork off the walls, everything. And they were selling all these curtains, fireproof curtains and stuff. Some of them I put in my house temporarily because I had just bought my house and I needed something to put up on the wall and want nobody looking in on me. But yeah, y'all, so that's how I got those curtains. So y'all pay attention to when stuff be going out of business, because sometimes you can get good stuff like that. Be paying attention to these auctions and different stuff, because you never know what they may have that you can use. Okay? And if anybody wants to know a good website where they can find auctions around them, because I'm gonna tell you, if you live in a big city, or at least even a medium-sized city, because I live in a small city and they have auctions all the time. Big cities show enough. Like, you know, these larger metropolitan areas, trust me, people, they have an auction. People dying every day. Their kids selling this stuff off every day. So they are having them. So don't be, oh, they probably not having that near me. Child, please. So you can find stuff like that. Auction houses and things. So if you see a hotel going out of business, hell, stop in there and ask them. They may let you get some of that stuff. Because I didn't pay for $10 for a whole bunch of curtains. Whole bunch of curtains, y'all. But I'm gonna go back here and get some more. I got some more of these things. I'm gonna cover up some more stuff. I know some of y'all probably thinking, oh, you do this every year? Something like this, more or less. More or less. Because I'm always trying to see what will work and what won't work. And last year, I got a better understanding what will work. Now this tomato's up in here. I don't know what this tomato gonna do, y'all. It made it through that first set of frost, so guess what? If you make it through this set, he was meant to live. If he don't make it, he ain't a survivor. Now, let me go through here and show y'all how I'm gonna use some of this biomass in the time being. So some of these gaps and stuff in between here. So we're gonna get a whole lot of rain and a whole lot of wind. And this goes back to what I told y'all before about, I'm gonna put a little bit of this right here. Not too much. I don't want to break my radishes all to pieces. Okay? Let me turn around. Put a lot of this over you. Okay. Show y'all what I done. Okay, so I had that pepper there. Now y'all, if you see garlic out here, I'm not covering garlic. That's not my aim. If it's garlic in there, I will cover it. For instance, it's garlic in with these peppers, and I'm gonna cover those stems. There's garlic in here too, but I'm not really trying to cover the garlic. So this is what I'm using the biomass for. So right now, it's gonna serve as insulation. So these lunchbox peppers, I cut them real short. And with all this biomass on top, this should act almost like insulation. And it should stop a lot of the wind and the cold from getting in there. Okay? Throw all that on top. Now, I may lay a sheet over the top of that. We're going to see. But I got priority. These radishes, they're a little tender feeling to me, like to the touch. As you garden more, you'll get used to feeling things and kind of knowing. You kind of know when things are hardy enough to go through cold. Like, if you get familiar enough with onions and garlic, you can feel these leaves and kind of see how tough they are, because they're almost kind of like rope-like. Like if you was to tie garlic up, you can almost make a rope out of it. You start to learn, like, okay, that stuff I don't need to cover. I'm not covering that garlic at all. Even if that garlic freezes to the ground, it'll just sprout right back up. That's what garlic is meant to do. Over here though, this is kind of going to serve as a windbreak a little bit, and also as more insulation. So that's why I have it there. I'm going to put it a couple of 2-3 other places too, because I have big piles of it. And then once the freeze is over, I will take that biomass and put it in the compost pile in the back. Okay? Let me try to explain to y'all real quick how this whole system works as a whole though. So since I have tires, when it's cold, it's going to be 40-something degrees. The tires will warm up because they're black. They'll get warmer than 40-something. The ground is also going to be warmer than whatever the air temp is, which should be 42, 43. The ground will be warmer as well. So the tires sucks up warmth from the earth. That's why things in ground do a little better with this. The tires suck up warmth from the earth. They're black, so they also get even hotter. Then you cover with your fabrics. As this cools, heat rises, right? So the heat from that tire will rise, and it'll keep this airspace in here warm. I'm just trying to keep it above freezing, or at least it can get to freezing, but I don't want to actually freeze and damage these stems. That's my aim. My aim is not really to do anything other than prevent damage to the stems. I cut all of this leafy matter off because I found that when you leave all that on, it just kind of causes trauma. Meaning when all that stuff starts to freeze, it's almost like when you get frostbitten, your fingers freeze and it travels up your hand or up your arm. Same thing with this. It's just a bunch of trauma and stuff like that. So if you cut it off, it doesn't matter if it freezes out here, it's not going to cause trauma to the whole plant. The rest of the stem will not experience that trauma. The stem will think to itself, oh, I've been pruned. That's all. It's not thinking, oh God, I'm freezing. And then the plant starts to kind of like these stems and stuff start to atrophy if that happens. So that's that. I got this whole bucket full of peppers here, and then I got a grocery bag more or less full of peppers there. So that was my whole harvest. That bucket over there is a 1 gallon bucket, and I would venture to say that's another gallon. So I got about 2 gallons of peppers. The brassicas over here, I actually think they'll be okay because they're on the ground. The ground is warmer. They're very short. I actually think they will be okay. I may throw a sheet over them just to be sure, but I think they will be okay. But I'm gonna finish covering up this stuff, but I'm not gonna make y'all watch me do all that. I only have a few more, but I'm gonna do the same thing. And after the freeze, I'll let y'all know how this worked out, okay? So until next time, see you guys later.